Yes, yes, yes. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Sports News Flash at 12. I am your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. And as you can see, I'm a very happy man. Why? Because Dominican Republic won the Caribbean Series. They defeated Venezuela 3 to zip on Friday night to capture the championship. So that's why you see I'm wearing the Soy Dominicano hasta la tambora shirt, which I customized it myself. And I have the DR flag background. I know it's February. We're known for Valentine's Day. It's known for Black History Month. Shout out to both of those. But it's also Dominican Heritage Month. So this entire month, you're gonna see this backdrop for this show. So gotta represent my people, my country. And I'm just happy that we won the Caribbean series. And it feels so good to defeat Venezuela, shout to my Venezuelan people, the Venezuelan ball players, phenomenal talent. But I'll never forget what happened in 2006. But I'm happy that we won. And yes, yes. Now I'm looking forward to the World Baseball Classic. Hopefully we can win that and have a good chance that we will because that lineup and that pitching is stacked. But let's go with the biggest headline, biggest sports headline of the week, which is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has been traded to the Phoenix Suns in a blockbuster trade. Phoenix Suns, they send Jay Crowder. No, they send Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 unprotected first round draft picks in 2023, 2025, 2027, and 2029. TJ Warren is also going to the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is in his first year of a 4-year, 194 million extension. So he's going to be in Phoenix for a few years. And for the Phoenix Suns, on paper, they look like they could win it all. But I won't say that they're a lot to win just yet because I'm a firm believer that championship teams need good role players. And I'm looking at Phoenix and say, okay, are the bench gonna step up? They have KD, CP3, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, and DeAndre Ayton. That's a great starting five. But it's their bench that concerns me. Their durability concerns me. To win a title, you need defense, ball sharing, durability, and a bench. The bench gives the team their texture, their structure. That's what helps, the team to succeed. Any team that's won titles, their bench stepped up. All right. And I can go down the list, but we're going to be here all day if I do that. So I'll say do your research with that one. I also have to say this. Kevin Durant is an exceptional talent, future Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much in this game. I was once a big fan of KD, but not anymore. Why? Because he's a person that doesn't have peace. And what I mean by that is that he cares so much about what people say about him. He always feels like he needs to reply to someone through Twitter. But more importantly, I can respect players who run away from adversity, who run away from the grind. So, and nowadays I'm seeing that a lot from athletes. The minute there's an adversity, they run away, they whine and complain, and run out of town. They want to go somewhere else. They want it easy. So, I respect guys like Damian Lillard, who for a small market team like Portland, he's loyal to them. He wants to stay with them. He wants to win with them. Obviously, he needs more help, but I respect guys like him more than I respect guys like KD, guys like Kyrie, guys like there's I mean, I feel like Trey Young will be another one that will be added to that list. Even though as much as he annoys me, but I rather see Trey Young stay in Atlanta and build something great there. I feel like nowadays everybody just wants to run to Los Angeles, which is, listen, no knock against the Lakers, they're the gold standard of the NBA, but it's time to see, you know, players take chances in other cities and other small market teams and teams that haven't won titles yet. Jordan did that before Jordan got to the Bulls. They were nothing, and look what he did with that franchise. Um, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, look what they've done with Golden State. Giannis, look what he's done with Milwaukee. Um, Even though Stockton and Malone, they should have had rings, but they built something special in Utah. So those are guys that I had to respect because they've done so much. So for the Phoenix Suns, this is the best chance for CP3 to win a ring. I want him to win a ring. He should have won a ring against Milwaukee, and he had a chance of going to the finals last year as well. This is their best chance to win it all. This is the fourth big three that KD is going. I don't knock him for OKC because of OKC with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. That was a natural big three. But Golden State, Brooklyn, and now Phoenix. All I all I have to say is he better win a ring with Phoenix. He better. So, like I said, they're not a lock in my opinion, but they have a shot. I'm also not going to rule out the Denver Nuggets. I'm not going to rule out the Clippers, especially that they have a chance of getting this guy, which I'm going to talk to him about right now. Russell Westbrook, the Lakers sent Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz in a 3-team trade. And the sad thing about this is that, okay, Russell Westbrook can still contribute. I feel like at this point in his career, he's like the third best option, fourth best option. I'm hearing that supposedly Miami Heat could get him because they're trying to work like a buyout, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to play in Utah, especially the bad history he's had playing there in that environment when he's on the road. Supposedly Miami Heat could be a suitable option for him. The Clippers could be a suitable option for him because the Clippers do need a point guard. So you pair him with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Norman Powell, Reggie Jackson. It could be great. My thing with Russell Westbrook is that the sad thing about it is that his career is going downhill. He's been getting bounced out from team to team to team. Washington Wizards, Houston Rockets, the Lakers. Right now, he's getting passed around, and that's very sad because the reality is that Westbrook, he's not a good three-point shooter. He can defend, and everywhere he goes, winning doesn't follow him. Another thing, I love that he plays hard every night, but he doesn't have to go 1,000 miles per hour every time. So if I'm Russell Westbrook during the off season, I would work a lot on three-point shooting because it's a three-point shooting league. So in order for him to benefit and play in a championship team, I would like to see him continue to facilitate, but he needs to shoot the ball more from the three-point line he's going to have to work on his three-point shooting. I don't care if he's 34 years old right now. He has to work on his gym shooting, on his perimeter shooting, and make better decision making. His decision making is as big as Achilles, in my opinion. So he needs to do something this offseason in order for him to contribute for a championship team, because I feel that in his career, he deserves it at this point. Life hasn't been the same for him ever since him and KD split apart. A team that should have won a title, KC, but they didn't. So hopefully Russell Westbrook has a good Hollywood script ending for his career. LeBron James has become the all-time scoring leader in the NBA. He accomplished this on Tuesday night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The former scoring king, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he held the record for 39 years. And I'm pretty sure people are going to say, well, now he's officially the GOAT. He's better than Michael Jordan. Stop it. Shut the hell up. Stop it. He is not the GOAT, not in my opinion. And this is coming from a guy that have never seen Michael Jordan play when he was with the Chicago Bulls. This is a guy that I have seen LeBron play throughout his entire career. But I've seen so many Michael Jordan games, thanks to ESPN Classic, thanks to YouTube, thanks to a bunch of research that I've done. Michael Jordan is still the undisputed king. He's undefeated in the NBA Finals. I don't care who he beat in the finals. He is 6-0, undefeated. LeBron has lost, 6 times in the NBA Finals? Yes, the teams he's beaten in the finals are far more impressive. But Michael Jordan is still undefeated. And plus, the things that he's done, he did it in a very physical era in the NBA. Nowadays, I don't even have to say what it is, but you guys know how the NBA is nowadays. So, but people are gonna say, "Oh, LeBron is the GOAT," whatever. Okay, you can call whoever you want GOAT, but if we're gonna get to the bottom of it, it's still MJ. I don't care. Disagree with me all you want. Michael Jordan is still the best of the best. But then again, every decade, every player, had their moments. In the 2000s, it was Kobe, Tim Duncan. In the 90s, it was Jordan. In the 80s, it was Magic and Bird. The 2010s, you could say that it's both Steph Curry and LeBron. So 2020s, 2030s is going to be someone else. So that's just how it is in sports. But anyways, congratulations to LeBron James. This is an amazing accomplishment. I still want to see who can break Will Chamberlain's 100-point performance. I feel that it's possible. It's going to be very tough, but I feel that it's possible, especially since nowadays anybody can score a lot. So let's see if that could happen one day. Kobe came the closest with 81, so let's see. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about a recap of NFL honors. So we'll be back after this. Welcome back to Sports News Flash at 12. So let me tell you guys who won what in the NFL honors event. Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets, he won Defensive Player of the Year. Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson won Offensive Player of the Year. He had a terrific season. Patrick Mahomes, he won the NFL MVP. I wish it could have been Josh Allen, but I can't be mad. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes. And now he has a chance to win the Super Bowl today. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Oh, my guy, Brian the Bull. I've grown to love and appreciate him. He won Coach of the Year. What a season he had for he's had with the Giants. Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year. Congratulations to him. And then we have Dak Prescott, who won the Walter Payton Award. Prescott, he's been through so much in his life. He lost his mom to cancer. He lost his brother to suicide. But his work off the field, humanitarian, has been phenomenal. He's helping so many kids. He's helping out so many people. And I loved his speech. That was my favorite award presentation of the event. And last but not least, the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. It features so many good names: Darrelle Revis, Rondé Barber, DeMarcus Ware, Joe Klesko, Zach Thomas. I grew up watching Zach Thomas and what he's done with that Miami Dolphins defense. Darrelle Revis, I appreciate what he's done. One of the best cornerbacks of all time, playing for the New York Jets. Rondé Barber, oh my God, I am so happy that he got elected. And what I love about this one is that his teammate, former teammate, Hall of Famer, Derrick Brooks, he went to his doorstep to tell him that he's officially going to Canton, Ohio. So now they're teammates for life. And I'm just happy for Rondé Barber. I'll never forget that interception against Donovan McNabb in the 2002 NFC Championship game that sent the Bucs to a Super Bowl, which they ended up winning it all. And it's been 20 years now. So congratulations to all these guys. What a great honor to see all of these players being celebrated. And now we're off to hockey. So Chicago Blackhawks forward Patrick Kane, he was disappointed that the New York Rangers didn't get him in the trade deadline. The Rangers got Vladimir Tarasenko instead from the St. Louis Blues, which is a huge asset for the Rangers. Kane wanted to play for the Rangers team. Rangers for Artemi Panarin, he played 2 seasons with Kane from 2015 through 2017. Patrick Kane, he's in the final season of his 8-year contract. And Kane is one of the biggest reasons why the Chicago Blackhawks had a dynasty. They won 3 Stanley Cups in 2010, 2013, and 2015. So it'll be interesting to see where he's going to play next. He's still got something left in the tank. It would have been great to have him in New York, but, I'm still happy as a Rangers fan. I'm still happy that we got Vladimir Tarasenko. And Tarasenko wasted no time. Why? Because he scored his first goal as a Ranger on Friday night against the Seattle Kraken, a very good team. So I'm very happy that we got him. But I certainly wish Patrick Kane the best in wherever team he lands because he's a future Hall of Famer and he's a champion. You know what it takes to win. We got to go back to baseball, and we got to talk about Bo Bichette. The Toronto Blue Jays signed Bo Bichette to a 3-year, $336 million contract extension. The Blue Jays and Bichette, they avoided salary arbitration. Bichette, who will turn 25 in March, he has put out staggering numbers these last 2 seasons. He's a phenomenal talent, very talented shortstop. He is eligible to become a free agent after the 2025 season. So the Blue Jays now need to take care of Vlad Jr. and give him an extension. The Jays need to win a title in the next 3 to 5 years. They have all the pieces. They have to. They just have to. I love this young group. They have depth. So the Blue Jays are still seeking to win their first World Series title since 1993. So Blue Jays front office, they still got to continue to work. It's time for good or great. And this one, I had to go with the Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna say were the 90s, and I will say the 90s and early 2000s Indiana Pacers, were they a good or a great team? I'm gonna say they were a great team. They were one of the Reggie Miller era. They always came so close, but they kept losing to the New York Knicks or the Chicago Bulls or the Detroit Pistons. They did went to the finals in 2000, but they ran into Shaq and Kobe. But the Indiana Pacers, from the Larry Brown era to Larry Bird to even when Rick Carlisle was the head coach, they always came so close. They had so many good players. In the 90s, you had the Davis boys, Rick Smits. And then the early 2000s, you had late 90s, early 2000s, you had Jalen Rose with Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson as well, who came to the team in 95. And then in 2004, man, 2004, 2005, they had a great squad. But as you know, the Malice in the Palace brawl destroyed their chances of winning at all. They had Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Steven Jackson, the list goes on and on. You had the best interior defense in Jermaine O'Neal and the best perimeter defense in Ron Artest. So the Pacers were always there. I can't say that they were a good team. I feel like they were a great team that came so close to winning it. And can we imagine how that would have been like for Reggie Miller to be put even on a bigger pedestal if he were to be a champion? But they came so close, so close. So I just had to talk about Indiana Pacers, even though they were rivals of the New York Knicks. And Reggie Miller did make me cry. I gotta admit it. He made me cry when I was 8, about to be 9 years old, when he just kept daggering three after three after three. In 2000 of Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, which eliminated my Knicks. I literally cried. I literally did. And my dad was like, "This is sports, so things like this is gonna happen." But yeah, that was painful. But I was little, so that would not happen today as an adult. But because it was my first full season watching the NBA, and I'm a Knicks fan, it hurt a lot. It hurt a lot because I really love that team. Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, Charlie Ward, Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, Kurt Thomas, Marcus Camby. But Indiana Pacers, they were a great team. Well, that does it for this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs versus Philadelphia Eagles. For the first time in NFL history, 2 Black quarterbacks will be starting at the Super Bowl, which is unbelievable to think about. I don't mind whoever wins, to be honest with you. If I have to pick someone, I'll go with the Kansas City Chiefs. But like I said, I wouldn't be mad if either team wins. So these are 2 young, talented quarterbacks, 2 great teams. So enjoy Super Bowl Sunday and stay tuned for next Sunday. So, oh yeah, and I can't forget to say this. Always have God in your heart. So God bless you all and take care.